All right, let's get personal about your fitness. We're going to move way beyond the generic plans and the guesswork to unlock the unique data your own body is producing. Data that tells you exactly how to train smarter, not just harder.
But first, let's talk about something I'm sure we've all run into at some point. That wall you hit in your training. You know the one. The dreaded fitness plateau.
So you ever feel like you're just spinning your wheels? I mean, you're putting in the hours, you're sweating, you feel like you're doing all the right things, but the needle just isn't moving. Your times aren't getting any faster, the scale won't budge. It's so frustrating, right?
Well, there's a really good chance you've fallen into what exercise scientists call the gray zone. It's this weird metabolic no man's land. See, your workout is too hard to be an easy recovery day, but it's not actually hard enough to trigger those real high-end improvements. It's pretty much the zone of wasted effort. So how do so many of us end up here? A lot of the time, we're just following these old, outdated rules of thumb. You know the one, 220 minus your age to find your max heart rate? Well, it turns out that can be wildly inaccurate. We're talking off by 10, even 15 beats per minute in either direction. And that's not just a small error, that's an entire training zone. That's the difference between a chill recovery day and a really tough tempo session. So if the old way of guessing is totally broken, what's the fix? It's actually pretty simple. We stop guessing and we start measuring. It's time to pop the hood and really look at what's going on with your body's unique engine. And this just lays out the difference perfectly. On the left, you've got the old way, all guesswork, right? Generic formulas, one-size-fits-all plans. But on the right, you have the new way, precise metabolic analysis that gives you your personal thresholds and tells you exactly what fuel your body is burning. It's like the difference between using a paper map of the whole country versus using a GPS that knows your exact location down to the foot. Now, the foundation for all this data-driven fitness is understanding your VO2 max. Don't let the sciencey term intimidate you. The simplest way to think of it is just as your body's engine size. That's it. It's the absolute maximum amount of oxygen your body can take in and use when you're going all out. It's the true gold standard for measuring your aerobic fitness. But knowing your engine size, that's just the start. The real magic, the stuff that changes your daily workouts, comes from two other numbers that a metabolic test will show you. These are your personal, unique, physiological turning points. First up is your ventilatory threshold 1, or VT1 for short. Just think of this as your all-day conversational pace. It's that exact point where your breathing just starts to deepen a little bit. Training below this specific heart rate is the absolute key to building a huge endurance base and making your body a super efficient fat-burning machine. And then you have ventilatory threshold 2, or VT2. Now, this is your line in the sand. This is the point where your breathing gets heavy and trying to speak in full sentences becomes, well, pretty much impossible. This number defines the ceiling for any sustainable high-intensity work. Pushing up to and past this point is how you build that top-end speed and power. Okay, and here's where it gets even cooler. Knowing these thresholds doesn't just tell you how hard to work, it also reveals exactly what kind of fuel your body is using at any given moment. Think about your body like a hybrid engine. It's always using a mix of fuel, mostly fat and carbohydrates. But how do we know the exact ratio? Well, that's where a measurement called the respiratory exchange ratio, or RER, comes in. It's basically your personal fuel gauge. By analyzing the oxygen you breathe in versus the CO2 you breathe out, we can see in real time whether your engine is running on fat or on carbs. And this slide maps it out perfectly. At low intensities, so anything below your personal VT1, your body is a fat-burning furnace. This is your endurance zone. Then, as you ramp it up into that moderate zone between VT1 and VT2, our old friend the gray zone, you're at about a 50-50 split. And then, once you punch it and go above your VT2, your body flips a switch and starts burning almost pure carbohydrates for that fast, high-octane energy. So, what does all this data actually mean for your workout tomorrow? It means you can finally stop just working harder and start working smarter. This really is the key takeaway. Knowing your unique numbers, your VT1, your VT2, and how your body uses fuel, it transforms a generic cookie-cutter workout into a laser-focused plan that's built just for your physiology. This is how you smash through plateaus and start seeing real, measurable results again. And here's what it actually looks like in practice. Your training becomes beautifully simple. Seriously, you have an easy zone that's below VT1 where you can talk comfortably and build your aerobic base. You have a hard zone at or above VT2 for short, purposeful, intense work. And that middle steady zone, you don't live there by accident anymore. You visit it on purpose, but you don't get stuck there.
So, the next time you go out for a workout, you can stop asking yourself, am I working hard enough? And instead, you can start asking, am I working in the right zone for my goal today? It's a total game changer.
Ultimately, all this technology and all this science is really just a tool to help you listen more closely to your own body. It has a detailed, fascinating story to tell about how it works. The only question is, are you listening?